This is the rumor mill. Before we jump into the rumor mill, it needs to be said that we are not going to be talking about all possible rumors that are associated with anything nerdy, because that would be impossible. I don't have access to all of those rumors, and honestly, a lot of those rumors really hold no water. So we're only going to be talking about the big ones, the ones that won't go away, or the ones that I find interesting, fun thought experiments, or something somewhere in between. So otherwise, if you have a rumor that you want to share with me, find me on the social medias. Just look for Generally Nerdy. My Nerdy Ninja is the guy, and that is where you will find me. So all of that being said, these are the rumors for today. Okay, rumor mill. We've got some things. First and foremost, we have a confirmation of a video game rumor that we covered a little while back, about a month ago, I believe. Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, is legitimately getting released. This is going to be a collection of the first three Grand Theft Auto games since Rockstar took over the franchise. So Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Those three games are getting put into one package on current generation consoles with, I believe they said updated graphics, but I don't know that for certain. Also didn't write down the release date because I take amazing notes. Either way, we called it. I think I gave this like a 70 or 80% likelihood of being a thing, and it is a thing, so totally called it. Moving right along. Our first actual rumor for this episode has to do with Star Wars. Apparently, Disney is going to be re-releasing the Holy Trilogy as an anime series of movies. Aside from that bit, the other interesting part about this is it's not going to be using the original movies as its frame of reference. It is going to be using the original artwork that those movies then adapted to become what they became. And it's going to be adapting the first movie, at least, is going to be adapting the second version of the script, which had gigantic differences from the final version of the script, which is what they ended up filming. So, pretty interesting. So we kind of have two rumors here. First rumor being that they're going to be doing animated versions of the Holy Trilogy. This seems likely. This seems like they're looking to put more content onto their streaming service. This is content that will get watched. So yeah, sure. I'm going to put this one 70% easy call on that one. The other rumor here is that it's going to be kind of dramatically different from the Holy Trilogy that we know. This part of the rumor seems less likely. Are they going to use these things as frames of reference? Sure. Are they going to deviate dramatically from the Holy Trilogy? No. Are they going to, if they do this, are they going to integrate things that have changed in Star Wars canon since Disney took over? Yes. But again, dramatic deviation? Probably not. That is the other rumor, and that likelihood is pretty low. We're going to put that one at about 15%. That might be a little bit too harsh on this, but I feel like that's fairly accurate. All right, so our next rumor has to do, is related to the new Mario animated movie that's coming out from Illumination Studios and Nintendo. But it gets pretty interesting. So, Donkey Kong is the next rumored Nintendo animated movie that is going to be getting made. The rumor does specify that it is not going to be Illumination Studios doing the animation for this one. The animation studio does not get called out specifically in this rumor, so that kind of is a weird thing. We know it's not going to be them, but we don't know who it is going to be. Also, the rumor does specify that it is unclear whether Seth Rogen is going to be revisiting the character as the voice, or if it's going to be a completely new voice cast. That part also is not known to the person who is leaking this information, supposedly. So, likelihood that we are going to be getting Donkey Kong. Again, it seems like we kind of have some integrated rumors. It seems like there's like three rumors here, but we'll cover it as two. So, Donkey Kong getting an animated movie, yeah. bloody likely. There's no reason to think otherwise. So again, we're going to put this one a little bit higher even, 75% likelihood there. As far as who the animation studio is, it's kind of too early to call. I feel like if Illumination does well with the Mario movie, then they're likely to be the ones, because Nintendo already has this relationship established. Why would they go back on it? That seems like a strange thing to me. But maybe they're trying to gather as many animation studios as possible. So there is a little bit of a reason to believe that that is slightly more likely. So we'll put that one right about 50% that they might not be using Illumination Studios to make that Donkey Kong movie. That's what we have on that one. Let's move next to Howard the Duck. New rumor, Disney Plus animated series for Howard the Duck. This one comes from a really weak source, but the source does specify that they will officially announce this series on November 12th because reasons, and also that the series will not see the light of day until 2024. Based exclusively on the source of this rumor, I mean, it is kind of likely that they might actually be doing a Howard the Duck series. He has enough of a cult following that, yeah, I can see that happening. But because it's from the source this is a 4chan source, not gonna lie. Yeah, we're putting this one at, I'm saying 25%, and I feel like that might be a little generous. All right, so our next rumor is another gaming rumor, and it is Fall Guys, the imminent release of Fall Guys on the Xbox console systems, system of consoles, I guess. Is going to happen eventually. That is kind of rumor in and of itself. So this is rumor based on rumor, so we can only go so high. But the rumor that we're talking about specifically right now is that there's going to be Halo-themed skins for the Fall Guys upon launch on the Xbox series of consoles. And that's, yeah, why wouldn't it be? So because this is, once again, rumor based on rumor, we can only go to 50%. And that is exactly where we're going to go because, yeah, that's, if it happens, this also will happen. So our final rumor for this episode also has something to do with Halo. There has been reportedly a data mine leak, quote unquote, that is saying that the game is set to launch in December and will be missing a couple of pretty big things. First of all, it's going to be missing a co-op campaign option. And secondly, it will be missing the Forge portion of multiplayer. So Forge missing, co-op campaign missing. Both of these things will be released down the road for those who adopt early. You will get it eventually, but according to this rumor, it is not going to be launching with the game. Likelihood for this one is pretty high because we know that they've had such development issues creating this thing that it only makes sense that something is going to be missing. And being as these are two relatively minor when considering the overall package and the other things that we are getting, relatively minor being Forge and co-op campaign, I would imagine this is pretty solid information. It is a new source for me, so I can't go based on that. I can, though, say that that sounds like the way this industry works, so we're going to put it right about 70% likelihood that we will be missing not only co-op campaign, but Forge as well once Halo Infinite launches. And that is the end of the rumor mill, nerds! And that was the rumor mill once again, nerds. If you want to see the full episode, because this does come from a much larger episode, then you can follow the link in the description. The top link should take you to the episode, unless you're not on YouTube, in which case go to youtube.com/generallynerdy and you can do the thing and see the stuff and all of that jazz. And thank you very much, nerds. There's also a website, generallynerdy.net. Patreon.com/generallynerdy is the paywall that you can get behind all of the things. I'm gonna go now. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.